featured an article on ways to supercharge your career, the authors insisted that the only way to get ahead in your job is to understand the new expectations about the work world. Fortune's advice? First, love your career, which means you have to know who you are. Second, continue to learn new technology. Third, seek exposure to international business issues affecting your industry. Fourth, actively manage your career. And finally, be really outstanding at what you're doing right here, right now. The message is clear. You need to recognize and respond to change in your job, company, or industry when it happens in order to stay competitive and employable.
I think the new way of working, first of all, is very project-based. And so a person who likes to do things and get them done and move on to the next thing is at an advantage. A person who simply wants to show up every day and go through the same routine and do it year after year is at a disadvantage. Project work is just the norm now. And a second thing that is the norm is rapid change. You're on this project now, but next month you're on that project. And the people that you work with on this project aren't necessarily the people that you work with on that project. So that flexibility and the ability to start and stop things effectively are real pluses in this work environment.
All this talk about change, however, can be rather frightening. You may well be thinking, if the work world is changing as quickly as this course insists, how can I ever know what an employer really wants? The specific technical skills or degrees employers look for will indeed shift over time. We can, however, identify some constant expectations employers have about the people they hire. Employers will hire you based on your attitudes, skills, and work readiness. Remember some of the characteristics of an attitude. Attitudes are learned. They shape your interactions with the world and with other people. Your attitudes affect your behaviors. Your attitudes are reflected in how you act at work and towards other people. A positive attitude shows in your behavior at work.
An effective employee is one who's enthusiastic about the position. They show they want to be here. That's going to come across to the customer.
When you really enjoy your job, everyone around you can tell. You're upbeat and confident about your job. You show up to work on time, or even early. You put in extra effort to get the job done right. There's nothing secret about the attitudes employers want in their workers. First, they want to hire people who have initiative to work independently. They look for people who are flexible to deal with problems and changes that arise. They look for employees who are responsible and take ownership of their work.
The things that I look for, traits that I have, people who are willing to take responsibility, people who are dedicated, people who are proactive, and most importantly, people who are happy and want to work at a place and want to be part of my team.
Employees must be able to think for themselves. Having the technical skill is sort of a given. Being able to work with people these days is even sort of a given. Being able to get things done, make it happen is really, really critical. Being able to think through a situation, think through a problem, not be necessarily a follower, because we're not followers in this business. We're leaders, and that's what we're looking for.
My philosophy when I look for people is I look for what do they have? Do they have something that's going to take them to the top? I don't care about necessarily what they walk in the door with. For example, our marketing manager. And she was doing, was it corporate law, litigation. And I said, you should really be in marketing. And so when there was an opportunity, when I started this company, I convinced her to move up from LA and join me. And since then, we've been a very successful company in terms of doing a lot of guerrilla marketing, getting a lot of attention in the marketplace, getting our message out there. And what differentiates differentiates her from other marketing managers that I might have hired with, say, 5, 8 years of experience is, number one, drive. She works here however long it takes to get the job done. Maybe it's on weekends when she needs to work with the exec team, the rest of the exec team, to get something done. She's very creative, and that's what it takes for a true marketing person to be successful.
By looking for careers that match the information from your personal career profile, you're more likely to find work that makes you happy. And being happy in your work means having a positive attitude. Let's now look at the kinds of skills employers expect you to bring to the workplace. Required skills will vary in different industries. However, there are many transferable skills that employers demand, regardless of industry or job. What's a transferable skill? A transferable skill is acquired in one situation and can be applied to another job.
So just being organized is a transferable skill, and you can use organizational skills in any field that you go into. Communication skills. Most people have some level of communication skills. Some are better at written communication. Some are better at talking to individuals. Some are better at talking to groups. All of those are skills you can use in a variety of fields.
For example, if you worked as a customer service representative for a company, you probably developed excellent communication skills to deal with different people. Maybe you can explain complicated concepts to customers as you try to troubleshoot problems over the phone. Maybe you even handled difficult customers who were rude or angry. These are examples of transferable skills: effective telephone communication, ability to explain complex ideas, and the patience and understanding to handle difficult customers. You acquired these in one environment, your job in customer service, but you can apply them to many different types of work.
A couple real key skills are excellent oral and verbal communication skills. Can you express your thoughts on the written page in a concise manner that gets across your points, good grammar, punctuation? So you have to have good written communication skills. You also have to have good oral communication skills, and I would encourage a lot of students, if they have the opportunity, to take a presentation course where they have to do several presentations and use slides and use overheads, maybe even do it via the PC, but get used to doing that, because a lot of times you're going to have good oral communication skills, not only to do presentations internally, but to talk to clients, because a lot of what we do is face-to-face selling, and it's the same in a lot of different industries. You're going to have to be able to talk to people.
Researchers have found that what employers really want are a solid education and these basic communication skills, and self-management skills.
Are you someone that you can come in the morning and get started, know what you have to do, go and attack it, and you don't have to have someone bring you along every step of the way? Or are you someone that I've got to repeat it several different times, I've got to always check to see if you're doing it? That makes life difficult for a manager. What a manager wants to do is to have a good conversation with someone and help them get better, but they don't want to feel that they have to consistently check to see if the person even did it.
The desired skills